days, but it feel like months. We gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want.
Up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? So, as you can see from the description of this video, we are doing knotless braids with the blondes. So, this is me prepping the hair. I always prep my hair at least a day or two before, but because I ended up having to move this appointment to my house, I was prepping the night before. Yeah, my cousin said she wanted the blondes and she wanted some knotless braids. So here we are, freshly shampooed, blown out. Her hair so soft, y'all, like so soft, and I just love it. That's why I keep touching it. This is my comb. Yes, you can buy these on my website. I will add the link so that y'all can go get y'all some. I have a few different colors. I have so many of them. Please go get y'all some. Best combs ever. I use them for almost everything, literally. So for me, with my knowledge, I always kind of do free parts. People let me do what I want to do, which are my signature free parts, and I don't really have a way of sectioning off the hair for it. I just start literally like I figure out where I want to start and I just start. Most of the time I start in the back. Sometimes I start in the front. It just depends on what I'm doing. But because I was putting in the color the way I wanted to put in the color, how I wanted to put in the color, all of that, I started in the back. So I just watered off hair for her hair. It was just coming. It's so soft, y'all. Like, look how easy, like, so super soft. That's how my hair was before I locked it up, and I just miss it so much. But it just brings back so many memories. But yeah, so and then I end up putting it all up because, like I said, for this I started in the back because I was placing color, and yeah, I honestly go into projects like this not knowing exactly what it is that or how I'm gonna place the color. So I kind of just go off a whim. But I realized that I cannot stand having just like three. Like if I have an odd number of colors when I'm doing all this, it makes my brain hurt because like they keep bunching up together, and you'll kind of see it like in later videos how I feel like it was way more 613 blonde than it was any other color, but it kind of evened out at the end. So just pay attention. This is another one of my products. You see it say I am Kiko. It say edge control, but and that's what I originally sell it for, but I've been using it as a holding gel or a braiding gel, and when I tell y'all it's so perfect, you do not need a lot of it. It's very lightweight. It does not cause any buildup, so I think I'm going to rebrand this as my braiding gel rather than just edge control because it's literally perfect for anything. I do it. I've used it on retwist. I've used it on braids. I've used it on locks. I've used it on natural hair edge. Like just it's good for everything. It's so lightweight. And it's pink. And I don't even like pink, but it was just so pretty to me. So yeah. Um this is the first braid. Sometimes I start in the middle of the back of their head. Sometimes I start on the edges. It just depends on the person and their hair. And so for her, I started in the middle. Um I kind of braid weird sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. If you pay attention to the way that I braid, I took everybody hair. It don't matter who you are, what color your hair is, whatever. I'm gonna tuck your hair. But when I'm braiding, when I'm tucking, I kind of braid with like two fingers rather than like when I get to the end of my braids, I start braiding with all my fingers. And it's hard to explain talking it, but when you see it, you'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So right here, I'm just putting in the hair. Normally for my knotless braids, I only put in 3 pieces of hair for everybody, but it just depends on the size. So like if I have to go up sizes or something like that, then I put in more pieces. Or if I have to do small braids, then I put in, smaller pieces, more smaller pieces, if that makes sense. So For my medium braids though, because that's what these are. For my medium braids, I kind of pull the hair to be medium so that I will only have to put 3 to 4 pieces of hair in, but mostly I stick to 3. And I know y'all can't see nothing right now how I'm braiding, but that's just because I was tucking the hair. So now that I done started braiding out, I got a little ways down. You can see me braiding. And like I said, when I took, I pushed the hair to the back. And so I braid with 2 fingers for this point, like from this point on till I get closer to the end. And when I get closer to the end, then I'll start, I guess, underhanding. But I flip my hands and I start using like all my fingers. And I'm not sure if y'all will be able to see that in this clip, but I know it's one later on in the video that you'll be able to see it. So this color right here is 30. It's like a, not a honey blonde, but not a chocolate blonde either. I feel like it's more close to a chocolate blonde than anything. So yeah, that's a 30. We were doing 27, 30, 613. 27 is a honey blonde that everybody always get. 30 is more of like a chocolate blonde, and then 613 is platinum blonde, of course. Um, I do these colors so often that I'm tired of them. I get so sick of doing 27. I don't know what it is with y'all in 27, but that's y'all color, and I'm not knocking y'all for it, but gee whiz, let us do something else. So I be trying to get people to do 30 or a 33. 33 is like a actually chocolate brown. It's really, really pretty. It looks almost black, but when you in the sunlight, it's like the super cutest color ever. Or even like if you don't want to do blondes, burgundies are always cute. So like just step out your range a little bit. Even if you get a mix, you can mix anything to look like anything, y'all. Like literally, I can make it look like whatever you want it to look like. I don't know why I look back. I think I was just trying to make sure that it was still recording and what you could see. And right here, you can't really see me braiding anything. But I was at the end. And y'all, when I started braiding, I be into whatever we was watching. It was pissing me off. So we ended up changing this not too long after this because it was very cringy. And it had to be something on Tubi or something. I don't know. No, it wasn't Tubi. It was something on my TV that had like free movies or something like that, and it was very cringy. So yeah, this right here is where you start seeing me flip my hands right here, and that's what I say when I mean I flip my hand. And I start braiding with all my fingers. This is how I originally started braiding, y'all, and I would just braid the whole braid like that. But I realized that it was giving me a whole bunch of flyaways that I didn't want. So I ended up learning how to braid with just 2 fingers. And from there, that became what I started doing. So like I said, we're doing 27, 30, 613. And so here is me just putting in some more braids. It's kind of time elapsed because I started rolling at this point. And I wish I braid this fast, y'all. I do braid fast, but not this fast. And I wish it was this fast because I be wanting to get y'all in and out like 2, 3 hours. And don't get me wrong, my braids normally take between 4 and 6 hours, but it just felt like such a long. It be feeling like such a long process, and everybody be like, "No, you really braid quick," and to be able to tuck out of her, like you be braided really, really quick. So at this point, when I'm doing my free parts, I always end up working up one side way more, and then going back and doing the other side. So this what's going on right here. I'm working up this side, and I am. I had started at one point just braiding off my parts. So because I didn't have a whole bunch of clips, because I didn't bring all my stuff home with me, but I had started braiding off my parts so that I could just keep the part, just put the braid in type thing. So here's me taking down a braid that I had braided up in her head and about to put in another braid. I am a braider that switch between standing and sitting, and I do that because just depending on where the braid is, like I don't have to be standing up to do it, or at some points I do have to stand up. Some points I do need to sit down. So it just I go back and forth between the child. It's crazy. So right here, y'all see that I have parted off all of the rest of her hair because at this point I was just like, I just want to braid. I'm tired of making parts, so I just want to braid. So I am pulling down the ones that I'm finna start working on, and then from here, as I put the braids in, I'm gonna end up just pulling from the ponytail. At this point, we had started watching some of the movie, and it was kind of good, so I was kind of paying attention or whatever like this. But I think also at this point we was snacking because we had got a little hungry. I be hungry, so we had went and found some chips, and we was snacking while we braid. So I'm one of those people that do not eat until I finish. Like I don't want to stop and do nothing while I'm doing her. I will do her all day, all night long, and not stop and take no break because I just feel like it just make it longer. Like it's already a long process. Sorry, my alarm went off, but it's already a long process, and then I'm sitting here taking a break. Like it just make it so much longer. And my clients be like, "Nah, girl, you need to eat. You need to do this. You need to do that." Baby, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna pay a set on you, and I don't eat already as is. So like, just let me be. Just let me be, honey. But not for that. I really do appreciate all my clients. They really be like, "Carrie, you need to eat some," or "I'm gonna bring you something to eat," or "I'm gonna bring you something to drink." Just tell me what you want. Like my clients like that. I fuck with y'all for real. Like y'all my folks. Y'all my besties. Honestly, if we being honest, y'all my besties, and I really appreciate y'all for caring about me because I care about me, but I know my body, and well, I ain't gonna say I know my body, cause I think I be knowing my body, but sometimes my body be like, sit your ass down. So I appreciate y'all for just being there and working with me and caring for me the way y'all do, because I swear to God, y'all, like being an entrepreneur is not easy at all. People make that shit seem like it's so easy, and they be showing y'all these fucking lifestyles and shit. That shit not easy, y'all. It's not fun either. It's not fun when you the only person that understand everything that you got going on. Like, don't get me wrong, I've surrounded myself with people that going through the same stuff, we doing the same things, you know what I'm saying? Like similar paths, but like they can't do everything that you doing, you can't do everything that they doing. That shit is a lot. Like, I'm creating content, I'm posting videos, I'm doing the hair, I gotta do photo shoots, I gotta do this, I gotta do promo, I gotta make products, I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many things that you have to do when it comes to being an entrepreneur that people will not talk about, and I want to get into talking about it, and I think this is gonna be a part of this journey too on YouTube, like just showing y'all the back end of stuff or how stuff really work. Like, people be making this shit look easy. I promise you they do. It ain't. It's not fun. It's not fun always. It is. It does have its rewarding moments, but it's not always fun, y'all. Like, I commend everybody that's big brands started out small and it's big brands and stuff like that. That stuff take a lot of time, a lot of work. Like, and I can't wait to get to that point, but y'all, this the most tiring thing ever. Like, you think, oh, I'm leaving a job working for somebody else because I'm tired of their BS. Now you got to deal with your own BS, baby, and it ain't fun. Y'all, I'm so particular about the way that I want stuff, how I want it to look, the colors. Like, that's why it took so long for me to do my room. Like, I didn't pick what I wanted to do. It took me like a month to pick what I wanted to do before I even started the process of trying to put stuff in place to do it. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. Like, it's just a whole lot. And so I don't know. I tell everybody though, if you feel like you want to start a business, you want to do something, do it. Just know that it take a lot. You gotta spend money to make money. You gotta be patient with yourself. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't rush into stuff. You can't push yourself to the limits like always. Like you gonna have to take time to yourself. Like I'm learning and still trying to put I put my business first before everything. But sometimes it's okay to be like, okay, I'm running a business, but I need help. So you gotta go work for somebody else for a little while. Like that's what I'm doing right now. And I said I was gonna be open with y'all about that, and I'm gonna start recording my days and stuff. But yeah, I work for somebody else too. I got a couple of side hustles type thing going on, and it's not fun getting up having to go, work for somebody else or whatever. But with everything that I got going on, everything that I'm trying to do, like it's just what I need to do right now, and that's okay. Like don't let nobody tell you, oh, you not gonna have no clients, or oh, you not gonna have no business because you not putting 100% into your business, baby. That's a lie. As long as you showing up, posting, it don't matter if you work for somebody else for the rest of your life. While you still doing your business, like somebody is gonna support you. So don't think that, oh, your business is the only thing that you got to do. Like, no, if you need some help and your business is not giving you the funding that you need or whatever you need to survive, baby, go get another job. It's okay. My clients work around my schedule now more than ever. And I appreciate them for that. Like, they willing to come in. I don't get off work till 3, 4:30, whatever time of the afternoon. And they be like, yeah, I'm still coming tonight. I had a client yesterday night at 4 o'clock. And we finished her at like 8:30. And my clients don't care about stuff like that because they support me and they willing to work with whatever that I got going. So don't think that because, you got a lot going on, this, that, and the other, da, da, da. Don't stop. Like, push yourself. It's going to work out. I promise you, it's going to work out like it's supposed to. So, at this point, we started watching Jenny and Georgia, y'all. And I think this is the first episode of the first season. Yeah. I like this show. I'm in the process of watching the second season, and I've been seeing everybody talk about how she getting on their nerves and stuff because she complaining about all this stuff and did da 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 da. And I felt it because, ma'am, get your shit together. Like, baby, get it together, figure it out. And so, I don't know, but I like the show. It was really good. I still am yet to finish it. I'm probably gonna finish it within the next couple of days. If not, I'm gonna watch it at the shop when I'm done with her. But yeah, so right here we just going through, still braiding. You see how I said that it looked like it's more 613 than anything. I just feel like the 613 is so much brighter, and that's why it looks like it's so much more than the rest of them or something. I don't know. It may be me. Y'all might be like, nah, it look perfect. It did, da, da, da. But at the end, it turned out to be really, 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 really pretty. And I liked how the colors went together, even though I do these colors all the time. So, yeah. This is our time lapse, but it's not time lapse like normal time lapse. It's time lapse on this app that I'm doing to put this video together. So it looked like I'm going fast, but not as fast as I would be going if I was doing regular time lapse. I think I recorded this in like regular time, but this video would have been probably like 80 some minutes, like an hour and some change, and y'all gonna sit here and watch this video for an hour. I commend y'all. I just don't think that I can do it. I'm not. My attention span I get distracted too quickly, so I couldn't sit and watch no hour long video. But um, I used, what hair did I use for this? I used African Pride, I want to say, and I used that one for the 27 and the 30. And then I think for the 613, I had some hair that I had used, that not had used, but I had bought for a previous client, and it was in my bin of hair. And so I think I used that hair, the blonde hair, and I think it was Expressions Outro brand, I think. Um, the way that I have hair, like braided hair, lock hair, like all the different kind of hair for all the styles that I do, is, I don't even know the word. I have so much braided hair, so much lock hair, so much just hair. I got two, three big bins full of hair, and then I had a wall in the shop before we renovated that was of the little cubbies, and it was like a big thing full of the cubbies of colorful cubby bins that I had for my braided hair and stuff. Y'all, why is it so much? Like, I'm the type of person that I be buying her and stuff like that, and I don't want to throw it away because I done spent my hard earned money on it, and I be wanting to sell it, but it be like, am I gonna ever need it again? I'm one of them people like, am I gonna need it again? And sometimes I do be needing it, so that's why I'm like, I want to sell all of it and just start fresh, but at the same time, I spent all this hard earned money on these, and who gonna take this hurt and actually do something with it? Like, I I know that ain't my business, but I be wanting people to actually use what I sell to them. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't just buy something and then just let it sit up there like I'm doing. Be better than me. Don't be like me. Be better than me. And I tell everybody that, like, baby, don't be doing what I be doing out here. I just be doing stuff. Not just playing, not doing stuff, but I don't know. I be wanting to, give it to people, or maybe I should do like a giveaway or something. I be seeing people be giving away stuff, and it be like a giveaway, but you have to pay something. I'm gonna figure something out because I got so much hair that, who, y'all don't know the half. Maybe I'll show y'all one day when I start moving it back to the shop, because right now it's sitting in my living room, and we're not gonna talk about it because I was trying to go through it, y'all. I was just trying to go through it, and me going through it, it took me like 2 days because that's how much hair it is. Y'all, let's see. I'm gonna show y'all one day. I'm gonna show y'all. At this point, like I said back in a video a while back, I'm working up this one side, and as I work up this one side, we just pushing, because at this point we getting closer to the end, and it's all coming together. So, and look at these braids, y'all. They so flawless. Like, I love to watch myself braid. I don't know what it is, but it be just so satisfying to me, like, just to see, like, dang, I really created this with my hands. Like, they be crazy to me. Like, I never ever thought that I would be doing her full time. Like, this is my job. I mean, like, I work somewhere else too, but this isn't like what I do for a living. Like, that's crazy to me. And I'm gonna do a video. Probably the next video I do, we'll talk about what made me go into doing her and how my process went and all this stuff. But it be crazy to me. I be telling people all the time too, like, I never thought I'd be doing her. I got a whole degree. Like, I went to school 4 years, graduated, degree. Like, and I'm doing her for a living. That is crazy to me. Yeah, this episode, I was so over this girl right here and her being weird. When she started acting weird, I think at this point they were just becoming friends. But when she started acting weird and stuff in season, like the end of season 1 into season 2, she was pissing me off. Cause baby, the world don't revolve around you. It don't. Y'all got friends like that, cause baby, I do. And I ain't gonna say no names, but baby, they drives me insane. Okay, okay, yeah. Um, mm-mm, mm-mm. I just, who, no, mm-mm. Not even gonna get into that one. There might be a story time for another day, y'all. 'Cause, baby, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Me, what you see in me, gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is everything. In and out, in and out, in and out, arguing.
So right here, this is me finishing the last braid, and baby, victory is upon us. But this is what I was talking about when I braid with all my fingers towards the end, and then I make loops at the end of my braids most of the time. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day, but I try to. Um, so right here, you gonna start seeing me prepping to dip her hair. I use the braid bib. Um, Bree actually bought me this because she loves me so much and I love her too. And I use this for all my clients so that the heat from the water won't bother them and stuff like that. I think right here I went to go get the water because I hope I wasn't turning it on. And I might have been turning it on because I be waiting till the last minute to do stuff for some, I don't know, slow. But I fixed the camera right here too, so sorry for the jiggling. But I wanted to show y'all what I was doing because, yeah, there we go. So, um, I got my towels. I ain't want this water to be dripping on my floor, so I put some towels down on my floor because, baby, this the nice people house, and yeah, we can do her here, but I don't want all this stuff on my floor and stuff because I already got to sweep up all this hair. You see me pulling it up now so that I can throw it away. Look at all that. And that hair, it was okay, but I wasn't keeping those 6 pieces of her. So I threw all of that away. I know it's wasteful, but the 6 pieces, I probably won't go buy that hair again anyway. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not finna do the 6 pieces today. So I went and got the kettle or whatever. And I'm moving everything around so that I can start prepping. One of the things that I do every time I do a set of braids is in my water, I take my mousse, and this particular day I had bought my foam mousse rather than my brand mousse that I use that I have for my that I sell. I was using this braid mousse because I like it a little bit better, so I pour it in the water while it's still hot, and it just helped with the dip. It make the flyaways at the end that you can't really cut off. They kind of seal together when you dip the hair. So I do that. Excuse me, y'all. I take just depending on what I'm doing, I take a certain amount of hair and I just dip the ends. It's not rocket science. I be having stuff everywhere, but I try to go up as far as I can. Um, I'm still working on perfecting a perfect technique for me dipping hair, but I don't like this kettle. That's part of the reason. The kettle that I use the most is at the shop. But I bought this one home so that when I do her at home, I ain't got to bring all my stuff from the shop home. So I bought this one home because I don't like it. And I'm going to use it until it don't work. But, yeah. So while that was sitting there baking, as I say, I put a clip on it just so that it'll hold the towel on it and the hair will drip on the floor rather than me trying to sit there and hold the towel and finish dipping the rest of her hair. Um, So again, this is me dipping. And I be burning the hell out of myself, y'all. Every time I dip somebody hair, I be burning myself. And I think my back was hurting at this point. My back is always hurting. So, yeah. Um, I be taking these towels. They be hot, but I be taking them and I be calming the braids down because the little indention that you get from putting that hair in that water in that kettle be on the braids and I can't stand it. So I just take the hot towel and wipe the braids down or whatever. And then I go and do the last part. I typically either doing 2 or 3, or if I'm doing curls, then it be like 4, 5, 6, because I be trying to make sure everything gets dipped the way it needs to, everything flows. Um, so yeah, this is me dipping, and like I said, I be burning the shit out of myself. But the braid buddy does help because they don't feel none of the heat on their back, and I love it. Like this is one of the best things that anybody could ever come up with. Um, so yeah. And then once I go through and dip all the braids, I go back through and dip the ends again because I need them ends to be straight. I don't want them to be wrinkled or crinkled or none of that. I want it to be straight if I'm doing straight braids. So, what was I looking for? Oh, I was cutting. So the blonde hair, it was the same length as the other hair, but it just looked so much longer than the rest of the hair. So I had went through and I was cutting off some of the ends because it just looked so much longer. But at the end, it really turned out to be really pretty, and you couldn't really, you could tell, but not really, really tell. But it worked itself out. I cut off the pieces that was like super extra long. And braiding hair is weird because some of it will, when you dip it, it'll get longer. Some of it'll shrink up. And it just be based on the brands and stuff. And it be pissing me out because, like, I need y'all to pick one or the other. We can't do both. Because I use different brands for different stuff. So, like, it be bothering me when I buy 90-inch hair and when I dip it, it shrink up to back length. Like, why? Why is it doing it? So this when I go in and do the ends. I don't like this kettle, y'all. And I don't like it because it got that big old, the top of it is in the way. The one that I got at the shop, I done broke the top off of it, so I just be boiling the water without the top on it. This one, I can't do this, so I'm probably finna have to order me another one for the house because I don't like that kettle. That's a real kettle for tea, not for her. And I was trying to be cool, and because I got it on sale, it probably was like $15, but baby, no, never again, not for her. Um, At this point, I put mousse on their hair too, on the top of the braids, and then I just rubbed it in all the way. I be having to remember that this mousse foams up like shaving cream, so I be using so much of it and don't need that much. Cause why am I rubbing this into my hands like this? Like it be so much, but I really do not be trying to put that much on they head. It just I be forgetting that it's not regular mousse. It foams up. So yeah. Um, I don't think I brought my dryer home this day. I gotta get a dryer. I have a dryer now at the house, like a sit dryer, but I have to get a handheld dryer for the house too when I'm doing her because I be drying this out on their head. Like I be using the dryer to get rid of some of the mousse. Like it's no reason that there's still that much mousse on my hands. Just it be a mess. I be having mousse falling all down my clients and stuff. I be like, I'm so sorry, y'all. I really did not mean for this to be like this. It be all bad, y'all. It be all bad. But they love me for it. This is not oil sheen, but it's like a oil shine that I put on all my braids and locks and stuff, and it just makes the braids like pop pop a little bit more. You can see that mousse dissolving. I didn't have my blow dryer because I would have been done blew all of this away. It wouldn't be just sitting there looking white like that. Um, so this is me trying to rub it in so that it can go away like it's supposed to set it. And I'm not even using it to set the hair, but just to catch the extra flyaways, anything that I didn't get to cut or was cutting. And I really didn't have a lot to cut on this set of braids. Like, see, I didn't use them scissors for that long because it wasn't a lot of flyaways. And typically when I took the hair, I don't have a lot of flyaways, which works the best. And that's why a part of the reason why I be taking the way that I do, because I don't like it. So here, yes, I just started dabbing the hair with this because I think at the time I didn't have my sitting dryer either, so I couldn't sit her under the dryer, and I didn't have my other dryer, so yeah. I hate when the water be just a dripping, a dripping, a dripping, a dripping, a dripping. So I be trying to stop it, but it don't always work. And that is my oil. This the personal bottle that I use for my clients or whatever. I'm dropping some bigger bottles soon. The little bottles are still on there. Um, yeah, go get you some. Just get you the bundle of everything. I promise it work. It work wonders. I promise it do. I stand on it. I use it on my hair. I use my mist. I use my oil on my hair. I don't be doing my hair, so I don't have to use my mousse on my hair. But my edge control I use on my hair. I use all my products on my own, on myself, and I talk about it all the time. So follow my Instagram so that you can see that too, because yeah, these products work for real, y'all. Like, my clients love them. I love them. It's a win-win. So from here, I be just having to rub my hands through the hair, cause I be just looking like, dang, I really did it. That was me. So this is what they look like when she got up. It's got a little filter on it, but
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days.